This is going to be a great lunch and plenary. We have one announcement, two commitments, and the president, and I think you'll enjoy them all. I want to begin by bringing to the stage one of our most ardent supporters, Ambassador Gianna Angelopoulos, who has an important announcement to make. One of the great things we have learned about CGI over the years has been the adaptability of our diverse partners to taking special direct action on specific challenges and in specific regions. For example, in 2011, we responded to Americans who were asking us to convene a CGI meeting to generate commitments that would help to restore our own economic growth, and CGI America was born. We've been having CGI-U for several years to recognize the fact that college students from all around the world have great ideas that could have an enormous impact on the world, and they don't have any money. So we still think their ideas deserve a hearing, and every year we do a little more to raise modest sums to let them at least test those ideas. We convened a Haiti working group. We had a working group on the Katrina areas for many years. So in that spirit, we have the following announcement. Where's Ambassador Angelopoulos? She was back there with me. Come on out, Gianna. Let's give her a hand. She's been one of our great sponsors. Next year, we are taking this working group model to the Mediterranean, which faces some of Europe's most severe economic challenges. CGI will hold a meeting focused on generating commitments in areas like youth unemployment, where it's 50% or higher in Greece and Spain, economic development, job creation, and green growth. It'll be a working meeting to bring together leaders from across all the sectors and countries involved to develop solutions targeted at long-term growth and competitiveness. We hope that those of you with interest in the Mediterranean will join us in June in Athens. I want to thank Ambassador Angelopoulos for her support and ask her to say a few more words about this meeting that we have been working on for some time.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm deeply honored, and I'm particularly grateful to you for bringing CGI for the first time in my own country next year, hosting the CGI's first meeting in Europe, the Mediterranean, and Athens, Greece. Greece is not, thank you. Greece is not just the birthplace of democracy. CGI Mediterranean will allow it to be, as Thomas Jefferson would say, a true laboratory of democracy. I'm proud to serve as the founding sponsor of this event because I believe that there are some things even better than ideas. Commitments, Mr. President. And I love the CGI ethos of turning ideas into action. Like you, Mr. President, like Secretary Clinton, you devoted your lives to. And this is an ethos Greek people, they understand. I've seen them rise to amazing heights before. When I led the Athens Olympics, I saw a nation come together, combining ancient traditions with a modern, can-do approach, can-do spirit. And next year, at CGI Mediterranean, I believe we'll have the opportunity once again to reignite the torch of common cause. So, please, join us in Athens next June to fulfill the Clintons' mantra, not just to talk about ideas, but to act on them. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me, for those of you who don't keep up with events in Greece as closely as some of us, I think it's important to point out that the quality of their government and their budgeting process has dramatically improved. They did have to make some painful adjustments. The problem is if you live in a currency union like the EU, without control of your own destiny, even when interest rates are lower than inflation, you can't float bonds to build infrastructure, which is what you would normally do, but you can't because you don't have your own currency. So we all have to be really creative in thinking about how to do something. But I'll just give you one factoid that should make you think this is worth doing. The average Greek citizen works 25% more hours per week than the average German. Hear that? Do not presume that you know what caused all these problems in Greece. Former Prime Minister Papandreou's there nodding his head. He has the battle scars to prove it. So I ask you, please, come with us and look at this, not just from the point of view of the Greeks, but the Spaniards that had an enormous housing bubble burst, but also are leading the world in a clean energy transformation. The Italians who have new leadership and real vigor, who are looking for ways to grow their economy in a way that is more broad-based. This is going to be a very, very important meeting, so I hope you will all come.